It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
It was an exciting weekend for the Grand Rapids Rise as they played in the first Pro Volleyball Federation Championship against the Omaha Supernovas. The Rise ended up losing in 3 sets, though, to the Supernovas. Now, these amazing women should be proud of what they accomplished in their first season. Next year, the league's growing. They're going to have 10 teams with Dallas, Indianapolis, and Kansas City playing in their first season. Other Grand Rapids sports news, the Griffins are playing in game number 2 in Milwaukee against the Admirals. The puck drops at 8 o'clock. The Griffins lead that series 1-0. Game 3 is happening Wednesday night here at the Van Andel Arena. Most likely you saw this disturbing hotel video that was released on Friday of Diddy assaulting his ex-girlfriend Cassie back in 2016. Diddy settled with her earlier this year after she sued him, but he denied any of the claims she made against him. Well, now that the video's out, he's apologizing.
But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
I hope he's actually working on himself to get those things under control, but there's no excuse to hit somebody like that. I can't. And for your final Need to Know news story, we're heading to a commencement speech at UMass Dartmouth. Every graduate in the crowd was told, hey, you're getting $1,000 cash. But there was a catch.
Each of you is getting $1,000 cash right now. Okay, hang on. Listen, there's a stipulation. Hang on. The first $500 is our gift to you. The second $500 is for you to give to somebody else or another organization who could use it more than you.
I love that idea. If somebody wants to give me $1,000, I think we can make that happen too. That's Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7. Big Joe's Little Wins on Mix 95.7. This is your chance to give us all the positivity. Forget that negative stuff. We have plenty of that going around. We want to highlight the good stuff and your little wins with Big Joe's Little Wins. Share those right now, 616-600-0957. Call in, be part of the show at 616-600-0957. My little win is something so simple, but it makes me so happy. Got to spend time this weekend with my family, and we got to celebrate my niece Madison turning 1 year old. I don't know, maybe it's just part of getting older, you know, as I'm getting in my later 30s, but life just goes so fast. I cannot believe that she is already a year old. I just love getting to spend time with her and watch her grow, and it was so fun to see her do that little cake smash on her birthday. What about you, West Michigan? Do you have some little wins you could share with us? We would love for you to be part of the show. 616-600-0957. Good morning, Nikki in Caledonia. Can you tell us about your little win this morning?
So, I lead a middle school youth group for middle school girls, and I've been with them all through like 6th through 8th grade, and now we're about to head into the high school years, and we just celebrated yesterday was like our 8th grade ministry year that we just finished up. It's a huge commitment because you have to show up for them every week, and it's honestly like we're supposed to be blessing them, but it's honestly a blessing for me to hang out with them and just lead them and guide them. So we just celebrated that yesterday, and now we're heading into high school next fall. So that's actually a huge win. So I'm super pumped about that.
Nikki,
absolutely.
I'm sure people have told you this, but yeah, it probably feels great for you, but the lasting impact that you're making on these girls' lives is amazing.
Absolutely. Someone who did what you do really made a big difference in my life at that age, because my mom passed away when I was like right going into middle school.
Aww.
And I remember the middle school ministry was like such a big part of me getting some good socialization and spending time with other women and stuff like that. So what you're doing is absolutely a blessing, and thank you for taking that time and interest in these girls.
Oh, absolutely. It's a total God thing, so I really can't take any credit. But you guys are so encouraging, so thank you for your kind words. And Laura, I'm so glad that that ministry was there for you, especially when you needed it through that season of life. That's huge.
Absolutely. It's all about a community, and you're building a community, and that's super important. So, Nikki, we're celebrating you this morning, and we appreciate you giving us a little time and calling us this morning. We appreciate it more than you know.
I just can't believe the church didn't catch on fire when Laura went in.
Oh, stop.
Have a great day, Nikki.
Thanks, Nikki.
Thank you, you guys too. Take care. Yup, take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
Oh, so sweet. Bye. Hey, we want to hear about your little win. Please share it with us so we can spread the positivity here around West Michigan. Our number to call in, 616-600-0957. That's 616-600-0957. Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. Thanks for hanging out with us, Big Joe and Laura.
And we want to know, do you keep your exes as friends on social media after the relationship's over? She says, it seems so petty and juvenile for being in my mid to late 30s, but I wanted to remove a guy I dated last year from social media. I feel like it's weird to be friends with him. He just sits there on my page, and I hate that he has access to what's happening in my life. He doesn't communicate with me at all. He's bailed twice on plans to meet up post-breakup, and even though we decided to stay, quote, friends, he never texts me back. The breakup was very hard for me, and I still think about it sometimes despite having had several dating experiences since then. And I'm still a little bit hurt because he was someone pretty special to me in the short time we knew each other. Does it come across as petty to delete him now? I thought at my age I would have this all figured out, but I guess not. 616-600-0957 or give us a call right now inside the Mix 95.7 app. What do you think, Joe?
I feel like, Laura, if you delete somebody off of social media and they didn't do something where they're like verbally or physically abused, like if they weren't like bad, that's an obvious get out of my life, blocked. But it's just you had a breakup or whatever happened. Yeah, I think it is kind of petty just to get them out of your life. Because my thing is, though, good or bad, they were part of your life. They were part of your journey. So
yeah, but there's a reason you stopped that journey together. So, like, no, I mean, it depends. There might be a certain people, maybe if you have a healthy co-parenting thing and you want to be able to tag photos of kids or that kind of thing, I can understand certain scenarios.
Yeah, that's harder.
Or if you're in a friend group that's mutual where it's going to be real weird if you try to pretend like the other one doesn't exist. But, like, otherwise, I think it's best to kick them out, honestly. It's asking for trouble, especially if they're not someone you run into frequently. It's just, you're going to sit there and spy on their stuff. You don't need to know what they're doing. You don't need to care. There's a reason that they're an ex. Because they are an ex part of your life. And you can always look back at the photos of the times you had together, but you don't need to keep up with what they're doing.
I mean, I try to stay friends in the past with my exes, but I think all of them have probably deleted me or blocked me.
I wonder why. No. Listen, I think it varies person to person, but if you feel any sort of like it makes you sad to see what they're doing or it's not healthy for you, congratulations. Go ahead and get rid of them. And I don't think I'm the only one that feels this way. We're already starting to get a few DMs inside the Mix 95.7 app, including Liz, who says, isn't it hard when you've been raised to be so polite to people that you actually feel guilty for removing dead weight from your social media? I get it. I was that way for a long time, but not anymore. I remove people once a year now because there's so many people who don't talk to me, and I don't talk to them either. Honestly, like a once-a-year cleansing, I had to do that with my social media because it's like, I usually wait
You're
till
not going to have any friends left.
I usually wait till someone says something really dumb or it just starts drama on their page. I'm like, I don't need this. And I get rid of them at that point. But yeah, no, I think once a year. I knew somebody that would do it on people's birthdays.
That is not a bad idea, Laura.
Because they're not going to notice it because they've already got so much happening on their page and you see people's birthdays daily. So it's like, oh, I don't care about this person. Yeet. So like it seems crueler to do it on their birthday. But honestly, it might be the nicest day of the year to do it because they've got so many other things going on. I never even
thought of the fact that, yes, so many other people are going to take up their timeline. They won't even think about
they
it.
They won't notice a person's missing. So I think it's the polite way. Now, Sean said, in my experience, it's easier on yourself if you have a clean break than to decide later on if the friendship's worth, reconnecting. Maybe then add them back at that point. Some of mine I've never spoken to again, and there's a select few I'm friends with. If he doesn't add value to your current situation, in the words of Ariana Grande, thank you, next.
All right, Sean, hitting it home right there. Hey,
I love it.
What do you think about today's Who Was Right Last Night? Whether you got an opinion or a story, share it with us in the Mix 95.7 app or pick up the phone and call 616-600-0957. We're Big Joe and Laura. Mix 95.7, thanks for hanging out with us, Big Joe and Laura. Continuing, Who Was Right Last Night?
Yeah, she wrote in to say, I broke up with this guy about a year ago, and to be honest, I don't know if I'm allowed to delete him off social media or not. We're asking your opinion at 616-600-0957, or you can DM us in the Mix 95.7 app.
Let's go to Shauna. Hey, Shauna, you think it's actually okay to delete exes off of social media?
Yeah, why not? It's your social media, and it's social media. Why are we feeling like we're petty because we delete somebody? And why does somebody have to be on our social media, even family? If they're not a part of your life, then they shouldn't be a part of what you put out there.
Wait. Sorry, I'm just wondering if you're saying that. Have you deleted family members?
I don't even have social media, so maybe I'm biased.
Oh, dang. You got the best of everything.
I deleted it all because I was sick of people thinking they're a part of your life when they're not. And especially when you have kids, you want to post those special stuff.
Okay.
But that's so private and it's so open to the world. If you have an ex-boyfriend, that's the past. Sorry, I agree with her. You need to move forward. If you're friends and it was never really a relationship, sure, but she said she was heartbroken from it. Move forward. Delete him. You owe that man absolutely nothing but moving on and being happy because clearly he didn't do it for you.
Hey, Shauna, thanks for the call. We're Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
The Michigan Office of Highway Safety Planning is letting drivers know across Michigan that click it or ticket enforcement begins today. The campaign starts today on the 20th and is going to go to June 2nd. It's looking for drivers not wearing their seatbelt. The fine for not wearing a seatbelt is $65, and they've shown that it shows a dramatic reduction in deaths. So you know what? I think that's a good thing to be ticketed for. Keep an eye on that one, okay? Just buckle it up. This is something really cool. You can check it out inside the Mix 95.7 app. Comedian and actor Patton Oswalt was in Grand Rapids on Friday for a show, and before he hit the stage, he grabbed some dogs at One Stop Coney. They're located on Fulton. He shared a picture on the social media website X, formerly Twitter, standing outside of One Stop Coney with the quote saying, "Damn good dogs." I got to tell you, Laura first introduced me to One Stop Coney. I love it. It's a family-owned business, husband and wife. They got their little daughter, and the food's good. Oh, my gosh. If you're looking for a Coney dog, I know we got some places here in West Michigan, but I would recommend checking that place out. And for your final need-to-know news story, we're going to head to Columbus, Georgia, where police were kicking down the door of a burning home. Why? Well, they were trying to save an 89-year-old woman inside.
Police!
Police department!
Come on. Put it over your face. I need you to lean down.
Come here.
Can we go out the garage?
Yeah. Come on, baby.
Open the garage, please. Please.
Wow, what brave people out there doing awesome things, saving that lady. That is Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids' Best Mix.
It's time to play Laura Can't Lose on Mix 95.7. Here's how it happens. You'll have 1 minute to answer 5 questions. You can pass if you need to, and we'll come back if time allows. A tie goes to Laura because, well, her name's on the show. Here's who's playing Laura Can't Lose today.
This morning, representing Door, let's say hi to Hillary.
Good morning, Hillary. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Just trying to get it together on a Monday morning. Some days it's easier than others. Today, not so much.
Well, let's see how it actually does today for Laura Can't Lose. Let's get this game going. Hillary, why don't you kick Laura out of the studio?
All right, let's go.
All right, I'm leaving. I'm going. Goodbye.
All right. When that door closes, I will ask you your first question, Hillary, which is... A Moment Like This was the debut single of this American Idol winner in 2002.
Ooh, Kelly Clarkson.
Question number 2. This TV show was about a forensic anthropologist and her team solving murders by examining human remains.
Bones.
Question 3. What do the stripes on the American flag represent?
The 50 states. Or I'm sorry, the 13 colonies.
Question 4. How many legs does a spider have?
8.
Question number 5. True or false? The finding of a broken axe by a survey party led to the naming of Bad Axe, Michigan. Is that true or false?
Oh, that is going to be true.
Okay, I'm going to bring Laura in.
Laura! La, 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 Laura!
All right, she's coming on in. Hillary from Door, what do you do for a living? Tell me about yourself.
I actually work in IT for a hospital system.
Ooh, that's got to be fun. Got people all the time trying to hack in and get crap.
I was going to say, you have to keep a lot of important information very, very close to the sleeve. So I kind of like what you do.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Joe, What do I got to do?
I don't think you are ready. Hillary and Dor went 5 for 5. So if you'd like to tie her, get all of them right.
All right, great. This is great. A way to start the week. Let's go. Let's see how I do.
Question number 1. A Moment Like This was the debut single of this American Idol winner in 2002.
Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, okay. She gave me the hand. Yes.
I was like, wait, you just said the song. That's all I needed. Sorry.
1-1 going into question 2. This TV show was about a forensic anthropologist and her team solving murders by examining human remains.
What? I know my husband's already going to get mad at me for this because this feels like one of his shows, and I can't tell you which one it is.
James, you should quit listening to Laura Can't Lose. I don't want it to affect your marriage anymore.
It really is starting to at this point. Is this
I mean, you could pass if you need to come back.
Law and Order SVU?
You blew it! Oh, you're so dumb. For real.
Okay, incorrect.
Oh, crap.
Hillary, good news. You're a winner today, but let's continue on just for the sake of the game.
You have to tell me what it was.
Bones.
I don't know anything about that show. I forgot it existed, so...
Well, Hillary and Dor didn't.
I don't think James watches that one. I might be in the clear.
All right, well, let's see. Question number 3. What do the stripes on the American flag represent?
Each of the original states. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. Yeah, the 13 colonies, right? There's 13 straits.
I was looking for colonies. I'm going to give it to you because this is good.
I said colonies originally.
You said 5 things. It doesn't mean that all of them are right.
Stop. Colonies, states, same thing. You know what it means.
Question 4, do you? How many legs does a spider have?
8. That's why I don't like them. It's too many legs.
What's your cutoff?
6.
Oh, wait, hold on. Why 6 your cutoff?
I don't know, because I don't mind things like ants, but I really don't like spiders. So.
Okay. You're like, dogs got 4 legs, Joe. That's about it.
That's about as far as I go. I put a little bit of leniency towards 6 legs, but I prefer 4.
4-3 going into the final question. True or false, the finding of a broken axe by a survey party led to the naming of Bad Axe, Michigan. Is that true or is that false?
Sure, why not? It could be true. I have no idea.
It is true.
Oh, okay.
Kind of a cool way to get a name.
I was going to say, I feel like they just didn't want to curse, and that's why they named it Bad Axe, but maybe that's just
Dude,
me.
did you see that guy, man? He's a real bad axe.
That town's a real bad axe.
All right. Well, Laura, you came back, but it was too late. Only getting 4 out of 5 right means Hillary from Dor is a winner.
I'm going to go watch Bones now, Hillary. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Laura, unfortunately, I think you're getting too used to doing this. You know what you have to do, right?
I'm Laura from Alger Heights, and apparently all I do is lose.
You want to take on Laura for your chance to get Michigan lottery tickets? Call now to play. Laura can't lose. 616-600-0957. We're the Big Joe and Laura Show. It's Mix 95.7. Joining us on the phone in Florida is a friend of the show. Her name's Kat, and you've got quite the interesting story. What happened?
I watched this guy's dog for like a week, okay? And I've watched his dog before during Christmas time. Like, I'm taking this dog with me everywhere, sending picture updates and the whole shebang. I charge $100 per night. And I'm willing to stay, like, at the person's house. I give the VIP, most bougie dog treatment ever, like 7 dogs a day and stuff. This guy loved me and used me again. And he offered to pay me up front. And I said, you know, like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Then, once it comes to the end of the week, he says, hey, drop her off whenever you want tonight. I'll be home at 11. My roommate should be home. Thanks a lot for watching Nora. Say, sounds good. I drop off the dog. I'm getting calls at like 1 in the morning from this guy, but I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I'm sleeping. Him saying I'm locked out. My roommate's not home.
Oh, no.
My roommate's at work. So what does this guy do? He hires a locksmith in the middle of the night at his apartment complex, and he swears that it costs the same price as me dog sitting. $400.
No.
Okay?
No.
Okay? And I'm like, oh my God, like, please let me know how I can help out. Like, if I need to talk to, like, the office or anything, like, I'm so sorry. Then he's like, it's okay. A few days go by, he doesn't pay me. I go, hey there, just wanted to, like, follow up. I'm so sorry this happened. Please let me know when you're going to pay me for Nora, because I still provided a service. Like, I'm sorry that I forgot to leave the keys, but I was also told that your roommate would be there. And in my head, worst thing happens, I would have been willing to Uber deliver the keys, you know, like, back to him or something. Like, that's not going to cost $400.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right? So that's what happened. this man, after like me following up every like 5 days with him, kept pushing it off, saying, I'm waiting for the lobby to reimburse me and stuff, which clearly I don't imagine is going to happen. He did say he was moving out in 2 weeks, so maybe they're going to reimburse him because they're going to have to redo the locks anyways, like with new people moving in.
There's no way they're going to reimburse him. Anytime I've been in an apartment place, you're lucky to get any money back, so I don't see that happening.
No, and moreover, usually you can just call your apartment complex and say, hey, I don't have my key, and they charge you like $50 to $75, maybe $100 at worst. Like that, there's no reason to bring a locksmith into this. Either he's fully lying or he's the dumbest man on earth. And either way, that is not your problem.
There has to be like a 24/7 number to call, like an emergency number.
Yeah.
But this man, he chooses to do that route. Every like 5 days, I would just try to follow up with him, and he goes, still haven't heard from them. I realized finally, I go, it's been 2 weeks, and he hasn't answered me in like 48 hours. This is getting a lot. I call him, it goes straight to voicemail. I go to his Instagram, and it says, follow. We used to follow each other. This means that he blocked me. So I was like, oh, I am not a dumb girl. Girls know how to find out if your man blocked you or not. So I'm like, well, this man lives in downtown Fort Lauderdale, and all of the young people, we all kind of know each other, okay? So I blast him on my Instagram story, and I go, you guys won't believe this. Somebody, stiffed me of $400. I post his profile. Everybody's roasting on the profile because his company name is in the profile. So everybody's like, call his boss. Call his boss. Then I post a screenshot. I have a boyfriend, and this man is like sending me selfies. He's like, let's go out on the strip in Vegas and like lose some money. Like have fun with Nora. And everybody's replying like, this man, he looks like such a D-bag. Like, are you kidding me? And he's posting about how he's out in Vegas going to lose money and how he can't afford to pay you $400, which is probably like, pocket money to this man, like on a Vegas trip and stuff. Come on, bro. This man, then I have people calling me up, and they're like, we all know friends of him. We're going to get his, So finally, he must unblock me because I get a text from him that says the following.
Okay, Kat, this is getting juicy. Hang on. We want to hear the rest of your story and what happened. It's coming up next on Mix 95.7. If you're just joining the Big Joe and Laura show on Mix 95.7, you missed something juicy. Let's catch you up real quick. We have our friend Kat on the phone. We're going to continue talking to her in a second, but she was telling us that she was dog sitting in Florida where she lives for this guy. They agreed on $400 as payment while she watched the dog for the week. Well, when he got back, apparently Kat forgot to leave the guy's key at his place, so his roommate was gone. He was locked out. Instead of calling the apartment security or somebody that might have been able to let him in, he ended up calling a locksmith, and he says that the cost for the locksmith was the exact same amount that he was going to pay her. Kat, thanks for hanging on. Tell us the rest of the story. You're saying that he sent you a message. What did it say?
He writes me, hey, Kat, still waiting on the reimbursement for the building of $400 for you not leaving the keys. Once I get that, I'll send you the money. A friend of mine just called and said you are blowing me up online, and that's fine. I offered to pay you in advance, and you chose to wait. Then you didn't leave the keys, requiring me to hire a locksmith at 3 a.m. I haven't seen any posts, as I don't go on it very often. But genuinely, I thought you'd be a bit more understanding due to the inconvenience you had caused not following simple instructions. You will get your money, and we will never touch again.
No, absolutely not. This man is too stupid to have a spare key, which he should have given you a spare key, not his key. Like, anyone with brain cells knows better than that. And then he wants to be like, you should have taken the money up front. No, then he would have been trying to charge you $400 for the locksmith. So either way, this would have been a wash. This guy is a complete D-bag.
I don't know. Does this guy have a point, maybe? I mean, is Kat in the wrong here?
No.
616-600-0957. That's 616-600-0957. I'm curious to hear if you've had a situation similar to Kat and somebody stiffed you. Did you get your money back? How did you do that? Or also, like, are you on her side, or this sounds like kind of a D-bag side too?
It's hilarious that he wrote, as I don't go on social media often. Well, dude, of course you couldn't see it. You blocked me.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, you're not on social media often because you've blocked me off of yours, sir. What a jerk. I'm so sorry. I hope you eventually get paid, but either way, at least you got the karma of blasting him. It's almost worth the money at that point.
Oh, my boyfriend was like, let's go slash his tires. And I was like, that's a crime. I would rather just like socially embarrass him. And I know I have like a large like Instagram following of at least 10,000 followers, and majority of them are South Florida local. So I have an army of people that love me being born and raised down here. So he got what he deserved.
Kat, thanks for coming on the show this morning. We'd love to hear an update. Hopefully you actually get your money back. But 616-600-0957, what do you think? Does our friend Kat have a point here? Or because she didn't leave the key for the guy and he had to call a locksmith, does she kind of, lose that money she was owed? 616-600-0957. That is 616-600-0957. It's the Big Joe and Laura Show on Mix 95.7. If you're just joining us, we were talking about a friend of ours that's a dog sitter down in Florida, and she agreed to watch this guy's dog for $400 for the week. Everything, as far as we've heard, went really well, but the problem is this. When he came back, he was supposed to have the key left at his apartment, but she accidentally forgot to do that. So he was locked out and called a locksmith, which cost $400, at least according to him, which was the price they agreed on for her to watch the dog for the week. Does he owe her the money now, or is it kind of like, hey, it's your fault, we're going to have to just call it even? 616-600-0957. Danielle in Granville, what do you think?
My opinion is that he should pay her. There's a caveat if they talked about her leaving the key somewhere. Maybe they could work out a discount of, a portion, but I don't see any reason why he shouldn't pay her for the services rendered. It's his roommate wasn't there and he assumed his roommate was going to be there. That's not her fault either.
Yeah, I mean, sure, if she messed up and didn't leave the key, okay, you messed up, that's an inconvenience. But also another point that Laura brought up is the fact of, well, usually there are security or people you can call if you get locked out. Did he really have to call a locksmith and spend $300-$400 that he claims?
Absolutely. And my other idea was even call the dog sitter in the middle of the night. It's an inconvenience to both of them, but I believe the dog sitter would probably appreciate not losing out on the money that for the work she did by her waking up in the middle of the night to let him in.
Oh, for sure. I know I wouldn't mind being woken up for that.